Hello class, my name is Dwayne Trotter. This is quiz 1. I will be talking about sentence punctuation patterns, commas, and more things also. First thing I'll be talking about is sentence punctuation patterns. One way you can use a sentence punctuation is at the end of a simple sentence. Basically, we're talking about the period. At the end of the simple sentence is the independent clause. That's the period. Had an opinion one too. For example, I got an example up here. Example, my dog jumped over the tall fence at my house. Period. As you can see back there. You feel me? Yeah. Another example I had is, I have assignments due at the end of this week. You need a period at the end of every complete sentence. Here go pattern 2, talking about compound sentence, how to combine sentences with using the 7 coordinating conjunctions. Another way you can use sentence punctuations is inside a compound sentence. That's a sentence with an independent clause and a coordinating conjunction. The 7 conjunctions are and, but, for, or, nor, so, and yet. I have a few examples up here on the board. I hope y'all can see that. Trying to get it in there, but example, yesterday I went to the store and bought a new computer. The conjunction is and. It combined bought a new computer and what I went to the store to do. Another one I got is my coach gave me punishments, so I had to run hills. So combines I had to run hills with basically what my punishment was that my coach gave me. It's many ways like you can combine sentences with these 7 words. It's just 2 of the examples that I had. Another thing, my next slide that I'll be talking about is apostrophes. Can you see that? Yeah, I hope so. Okay, the apostrophe. The apostrophe has 3 uses: to form possessives of nouns, to show the omission of letters, and to indicate certain plurals of lowercase letters. What that's basically saying is the apostrophe can make, like if it's your computer, the boys use an apostrophe in there. I got some examples of forms of possessives of nouns. One of the examples is the boy's hat equals the hat of the boy. So the apostrophe in boys made it his, it made it possessive. Another one I got, 3 days journey, which means it was a journey of 3 days. Some of my showing omission of letters. Example, basically omission of letters is when you combine, two words. Like do not, the apostrophe can make it don't. Could have, the apostrophe can make it could have. And should not, the apostrophe can make it shouldn't. Same thing, it could be more like would not, wouldn't. Multiple ways you can use it in the apostrophe world of omission of letters. To indicate plurals of lowercase letters is basically like if it's more than one P, lowercase p, or more than one Q, is also terms too that people use, like Nita's mother constantly stressed minding ones, P's and Q's. I messed up a little bit. P's and Q's. Another example is to form the plural of a lowercase letter. Places after the letter. That's another example. It's many ways. W's, if you put a apostrophe in there, is S's, whatever, however you want to do it. There's many ways you can also do it also. Now I'll be talking about quotation marks. The primary function of quotation marks is to set off and represent exact language, either spoken or written, that has come from somebody else. So which means basically, if you citing what someone else said to somebody, you can use quotation marks. You always close them too also. But the quotation mark is also used to designate speech, acts, and fiction and sometimes poetry. They use it in poetry too. To you know how poetries go, but I ain't gonna explain too much about it. But quotation marks always come in pairs. Do not open a quotation and fail to close it at the end of the quoted material. What I just said, basically. So if you say in the story, the man told the little boy to go home and get something. If you restate what the man told the little boy, you will use quotation mark. The man told the little boy to go home to get something, and you will close it. You want to leave it open or put a period before you finish, because that's it's stated in the wrong way, using quotation marks wrong. Make sure to capitalize the first letter of a direct quote when the quoted material is a completed sentence. For example, she said, quotation mark, I like how you throw the ball. Quotation mark, close to the boy. I spelled something wrong in there. That's how you would state it. Another way, I already gave you an example. What not to do is, the man told the lady, quotation mark, he didn't see the little girl, period. You left out a quotation mark on the thing, so basically it would be cited wrong. That's not how it's used in the writing world. That was the last thing that I had to talk about on my presentation about commas, quotation marks, and apostrophes. This is quiz 1 from Dwayne Trotter, and thank you.